day.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Now Kelly running left. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Niner defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Up the middle they go. Carney. And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. The Niners in 12-1 now to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 60 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Ford. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Carney looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Ford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a handoff running through the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They find some open field here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-3. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And now out comes Minnesota.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Ford. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The play fake. Ford. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. And he lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Following the fumble recovery, Ford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Ford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Ford into a double team, and it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a play fake here on first down, eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out now come the Vikings. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out.
And he loses the football a second time.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll drop to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Niners get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun on third down, Ford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Byron Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Throwing on first down, Ford. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Operating from the gun, Ford.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw again.
This one finds Pierce on the out route.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's got a man, complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Ford. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Fighting through pressure. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Steps away to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Operating from the gun, Ford. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate.
That's caught at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Ford. He finds his man complete. That's Sherman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go. Black 40. Silver. He's coming. We got double up. Silver, 38.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.